Yo, what's good, boys? Let me know if the music is too loud, bro. This shit is a banger, but I realized last time that it was louder than it was supposed to be. So let me know about that. But anyways, what's good with y'all? How we doing on this Thursday? This is actually a very special Thursday for me, at least. I don't know about y'all, but for me, this is a very, very, very special Thursday. You want to know why? Because I finally finished my classes. It's over. It's like like y'all ever seen Star Wars: The Clone Wars? And it's like the 5th season, and the clone trooper named Fives, he's like the nightmares, the war, it's all over, you know, and then he dies, right? That's me, bro. That's me. I survived. I survived final season, and you know what that means, boys. Videos and streams non-stop. What you know about that? So that's good for me, bro. A lot of stress. I took my last final today, so I'm gonna be free for several weeks. Title is Cap. Obito died to me. I bet Obito would die to you, bro. He's kind of ass. I'm not even gonna lie. He used Kamui. It's implied in the databook, and we know that Obito is able to phase through an attack after it touches his body. He does it to Naruto's Rasengan and Shino's bugs. So, first of all, in case you haven't read the title or seen the thumbnail for this stream, we're going to be talking about how Obito survived Amaterasu in the first place. And as a matter of fact, the man, the myth, the legend, Daigo tonight actually made a video about this, so we're gonna be reacting to Daigo's video on this topic, and I probably have time to watch one more video. Like if like you guys can suggest a video in chat, or if you have a video that you want me to see, yeah, just let me know. Just let me know, and we could probably get around to it. But back to what Spectre said. The databook statement is actually, it's kind of a mistranslation. I'll talk about that later, Spectre, but that statement that implies it's Kamui is kind of a mistrans, so I wouldn't rely on that. And Naruto's, I don't know about phasing through Naruto's Rasengan, because there was no damage to his Akatsuki cloak, and you would think that there would be, because the Rasengan is like a violent ball of chakra that rips through things. It messes up tree trunks really bad. You know, even weak Rasengans can do that. So unless Obito's clothes are somehow significantly more durable than like rocks and tree trunks and shit, then his cloak should have gotten fucked up there. So Obito he probably just phased through it. The Rasengan, in all honesty, probably didn't touch Obito. He was just playing along. And as for Shino's bugs, he could have either just substituted out of that shit, or honestly, he could have used Izanagi to escape Shino's bugs. I don't see how we're proving that he only used Kamui exclusively, to be honest. It's lit. Looks like stream is gonna be pretty good. What's up, Arishi Kage? Kamui phasing would have made the fire fall on the floor, so it's Izanagi. Exactly, Looney. Basically, if he just phased through it and didn't pull it into the Kamui dimension, the Amaterasu would have engulfed the little room. The room that they were in was tiny. Like, we see the Amaterasu like takes over an entire forest even while it's raining, and obviously rain is supposed to put out fire. So if he just phased through that shit and let it hit the floor, then it probably would have just burned the entire building down. Like, more than likely he would have had to have sucked it in with Amaterasu. I mean, with Kamui, like he sucked it in instead of just phasing through it. 100% Izanagi, facts. Obito and Sasuke were the only ones to survive Amaterasu, and even then, Sasuke literally had to spit out a new body. What's up, Ibrahim? Loco eating tacos right now. Yeah, you're racist. Actually, I don't have tacos, but I do have a big-ass Arizona Mucho Mango Fruit Juice cocktail that I'm about to crack open right now. I've been drinking so many Arizonas lately. If these things, like, I'm like funding the Arizona Tea Corporation, bro. This shit is all me. Like, I'm keeping them in business, bro. These 99-cent cans, bro, I'd be buying them in bulk, bro. I can't get enough of these things. Like every gas, like you know, sometimes they start marking up the prices on these Arizonas, start charging like $2, $3 for them. But all the gas stations near me still have them for $1. So I'm kind of chilling, bro. Honestly, kind of chilling. First time I'm in here early as fuck. That's great, Eddie. I'm glad to see you here. What's up, who is Ray? Hey, what's good, Loco? I was talking to Chat earlier today, Chat GPT earlier today at work, and I convinced it that Obito got it out of Amaterasu. It kept up trying to say he Kamweed out. Good shit, bro. You just fucking beat Chat GPT in a debate. Yo, what's up, MZ? How you doing, man? I'm building a Naruto characters right now. Do you want a build made? Sure, bro. Make a Cholo Naruto character, bro. Like me. Make sure he has, like, are you drawing them or what? Like, bro, shit. I could pay you for that. I'd commission if you're drawing like Naruto characters. Like, I'd pay for like a custom made one. If that's the case, like, DM me, MZ. Now order some Taco Bell. Yeah, you're a piece of shit, bro. You're edging on the racism territory. I don't mind, bro. I don't even like Taco Bell. Y'all know this. I don't like Taco Bell. I go to taco trucks, not Taco Bell. Come on now. Stream Light. What's up, Cool Club Stone? How you doing, my man? Donovan in chat. If Obito used Kamui, then Kishimoto would just show him using Kamui. Why would he make him hide in the shadows like a mystery? Exactly. It's not like Obito hadn't used Kamui up until this point. Like, bro, Donovan. You're actually spitting right now. You're actually spitting, because if someone in chat can hold me to this, I don't remember the exact chapter when this was, but do you remember when Obito meets up with Pain and Konan, and this is when we find out that he's the real leader of the Akatsuki. Like, this is Obito was like telling them about his plans, and that's when he tells Pain to pursue Naruto in the Nine Tails. I'm looking for the chapter right now, but I'm almost positive we literally see Obito use Kamui whenever he leaves them. I think I just found the chapter. Hold on. I just found it. 100% I just found it. Holy shit, I'm so good. I found that shit so quick, bro. Oh, wait. No. I guess not. He just shows his Sharingan. I thought he actually used Kamui. Fuck me. Never mind. I sold. I threw the game. Yo, Daigoat Knight reaction? Yes, sir. The Daigoat himself. It was 100% Izanagi. It's not even a real debate. That's right, Pele. Can you make a Madara versus Hashirama analysis video to correct the misconception about Madara being relative to Hashi? Oh, I've always, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I feel like base Hashirama is inferior to Madara, but like Hashirama with Sage Mode, like Madara needs the Nine Tails to combat him because he's so fucking strong whenever he has Sage Mode active. That's how I've always interpreted that. But EMS Madara should be like stronger than just like base Hashi. Like we see that Hashi has to activate like Sage Mode to combat Madara whenever he's using like the Susanoo or his other Sharingan abilities. Loco, if Batman abused perms, he might cause me a little bit of trouble. Man, fuck Batman. I beat the shit out of him. Too easy. White Mask Obito's clothes are fucking stronger than Minato's durability. That's facts, bro. Yo, Blunt Sensei in chat. What's good, my man? Reaper Deathseal. The Uchiha Massacre was an inside job. The Hiruzen Sarutobi administration. Never forget. Yeah, it's like that JFK shit. Like, everyone knows the fucking CIA did it. It's an inside job, bro. We know that Hiruzen Sarutobi, like, secretly signed off on that shit. Like, it wasn't Danzo. Like, Hiruzen was the main mastermind behind the Uchiha Massacre. Come on now. Motherfuckers really be like Obito's clothes tanked Amaterasu. Loco, your live streams don't show up on as videos on your channel anymore. Why don't you save them anymore? Heinz. So if you check the description, there is a link to the playlist of every single live stream I've ever done. So I don't keep them up on the channel, but they're all in a playlist. So if any of you guys want to go back and rewatch like the past live streams or like the really big ones, like where I've done Minato versus Tobirama or Heavy Sasuke versus Sage Naruto, like the fucking big events, I keep every single live stream in a playlist now. Not up on, not like they're not showing on the actual channel, but they are all still watchable. So there's a link to the playlist in the description of this video, and the playlist is still up on my channel. You can't miss it. It literally just says live stream in all caps. The manga implied that it was a secret ability that allowed Obito to survive. Kamui is not a secret. Literally everyone in the Akatsuki and anyone he's met has seen him use it constantly. Yep, exactly. Itachi has seen Obito use both the phasing ability and the sucky pull-in version of Kamui. In the space, like, Obito literally explains that he has a space-time ninjutsu ability to Itachi. So it's like, Itachi knows about Kamui. Like, the only thing he doesn't know Obito has, for a fact, is Izanagi. How am I racist, bro? You start every stream going, sorry I'm late, I was hungry and I got tacos. Bro, I only get tacos half the time. The other half, I get like enchiladas and stuff. Or quesadillas. I can't even eat good foods. Tooth extraction got me scared to eat. Nah, that must be a bitch. Sorry about that, bro. Orochimaru got caught at the at the OVO mansion. He's a certified PDF file. Wop wop wop. Bro, that Drake and Kendrick stuff is crazy. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Beating ChatGPT in a debate is crazy. Damn. I'm using wheels to spin for categories. Oh, that's great, MZ. Alright. We don't have Taco Bell in South Africa. How is it? Not authentic, I'll tell you that. I mean, it's pretty good. But it's just not, it's not the real deal, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Taco mid. More like it honestly gets solo by the taco truck next to the corner store. Nah, you're spitting, bro. They're like, I don't normally go to the taco trucks like posted up by the corner store, but bro, let me put you on. Let me put you on. The two best places to find a taco truck are either one on a dirt road or two in a big parking lot. Those taco trucks you can trust 100%. Either on a dirt road or in a large parking lot in maybe a shopping center or next to a quinceañera hall, like a banquet hall, you know? That is where you get the good taco trucks. Now, I'm not dissing the ones at the gas stations and the corner stores, but those are objectively the best ones. Objectively, I'm putting you on game right now. I hope you're listening. You right now. I'm talking to you. Yes, you. Go find a local taco truck. Do it right now. Facts. Taco Bell only worth it if you hungry at midnight and nothing's open. That's actually valid. That's actually valid. I agree now. Obito is high-key the most durable character in the franchise. No, I'd say that's like Hashirama or Tsunade. Realistically. But I see where you're coming from. Like, he does take like a Rasengan to the fucking arm in his, like, it's just a Rasengan from KCM1 Naruto, and he's just like unfazed. Like, it's just he gets like a little scratch on him. Yeah, Obito used Kamui like 50 times before the Sasuke conversation, so if Kishimoto wanted him to use Kamui, he would have just have him showed it. It was purposefully kept a mystery to foreshadow Izanagi. Yeah, Donovan. Normally, Donovan, I don't fuck with your narrative arguments, but that one's actually goated, bro. I do agree with that. That's actually great. Loco, isn't it crazy that Obito had the 10 tails extracted from him and performed Renny Rebirth and still fought afterwards? Madara was limp after having the Bijou extracted from him? Yeah, it is kind of... Oh shit, I almost spilled my Arizona. Oh shit, that scared me. My bad, my bad. Yeah, bro. I don't know what it is, but Obito has like an insane life force. I think it's just his like pure willpower. But like, granted, Obito was unconscious for like 20 chapters straight. He only like regained consciousness. Well, like, he gave the Nine Tails to Naruto, and then he blacked out again when Black Zetsu took over. And then Obito was just out of it for like half of the Kaguya fight. And then he finally came back like midway into the Ice World. So he did have... He fought afterwards, but you can see that it took a toll on his body. Loco, NC Hammer just put up a terrible YouTube short yesterday where he said that Jiraiya would beat Itachi. I did see that, Donovan. I did see that, but like, bro. Donovan, remind me to react to that later. I'll do it on stream. Say OV ho, OV ho. Guys, I always thought he used substitution jutsu. Well, that's not really how substitution jutsu works. It's kind of... I'll explain that later, but substitution jutsu is something else. Like, you can't just, like, save yourself from any attack with substitution. Heard Loco got a BBL. Yeah, you heard wrong, bro. Go to your fucking... Bro got fucking wax in his ears or some shit, bro. I don't know where the fuck he heard that shit from. What the hell? I know you consider Obito below Itachi, so do you have a reason why Itachi didn't kill him if he could with no lose cons? What do you mean? Like, it's just... Like, first of all, Obito never really... I don't think we're... It's kind of weird because I don't know if, like, Itachi actually saw Obito throughout his time in the Akatsuki. And second... Like, if Itachi was just like a blatant traitor to the Akatsuki and failed to kill Obito, then they'd like hunt him down, he'd break his pack, like Obito would start attacking the Leaf Village or whatever. Like, it's just more beneficial to keep the peace. Nagato used Shinra Tensei to counter Amaterasu, but it never burned the whole battlefield, and after Pain Summons died, Amaterasu did nothing. Obito got hit by Amaterasu, but Obito used Kamui. So, Pain Summons got like fucked over and disappeared after Amaterasu was used on them. And as for, I don't really know what happened to the fucking Amaterasu that Nagato pushed off. Like, you could just say that Itachi didn't keep fueling it with his chakra anymore. He just turned it off or whatever. I actually don't know what happened there. Yeah, you could just say Itachi turned it off so it wouldn't keep burning everywhere. Because we see that he's off panel for like a good amount of time, so he could have done it in that point. Like, he didn't do anything for like half a chapter. He could have just turned off all the Amaterasu in the surrounding area so Naruto and V didn't get burned. Taco truck tier list win? One of these days, bro. One of these days. NC Capper back at it again? Yep. Wait, do you scale Itachi above Obito? Of course. Gamabunta is the most durable character. Holy shit. Donovan being goated? Nah, the world is ending. Yeah. Donovan actually, he does have some goated takes when it comes to Itachi versus Obito. Hello, Loco, do you remember me? Yes, I do. Orochimaru's got a case of why is he around? Certified Sanin, certified pedophile. We on the sick Itachi beats Orange Mask Obito? Of course, William. You already know how it is, bro. Lore accurate, Loco. What the fuck? I think NC Hammer was saying Kishimoto meant for Jiraiya to be stronger at the time than Itachi, so Itachi's words at that moment had truth. Nah, Alabama man, like, he literally just said Jiraiya would beat both Itachi and Kisame. He was like, I think he quite literally said Jiraiya would beat both Itachi and Kisame. Like, what kind of fucking cap is that shit, bro? Like, it's actually retarded take. Another argument I could see for Obito using Izanagi is to set up the fact that he isn't that strong pre-Renegon and may not be a top 2 Akatsuki, he just gets carried by Kamui. Holy shit. I'm pinning that message, bro. You just broke through the you broke through the matrix all on your own, X-Rim. I didn't even have to convince you, bro. Like, you just broke through the matrix. A lot of the big Naruto YouTubers tell you that Kamui is goated, right? But like, it's literally he's literally a one-trick pony. That's all he has. He's a one-trick pony. He relies on Kamui all the time. Like, he's not top. Well, I mean, I could see arguments for Pain beating him, but I don't know. It depends. For now, I'll still say Obito beats Pain, but like Itachi would whoop the shit out of Obito, like really, really badly. Because Kamui is his only win con, and it won't work on Itachi. Just blatantly. Yo, what's up, mister? Alright. Pretty much caught up to chat. So, let's find this video from the Daigo tonight. Let's see what he got to say, bro. Daigo Knight has been extremely based lately, coming out with some goated takes, such as Sage Naruto losing to Heavy Sasuke, all kinds of cool stuff like that. But let's see if he can cook when it comes to how Obito survived Amaterasu. Where the fuck is this video? Was it? I thought it was only from like a month ago. Where is it? Oh, what the hell? Where's this video? What the fuck? Hold on. I'ma just look it up. Amaterasu. Oh, there it is. There it is. I got it.
When Itachi tapped Sasuke.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna throw up a poll right now, though. I'm gonna throw up a poll so we can see what we're working with. I'm gonna throw up a poll. How did Obito survive? Kamui or Izanagi? So when I say Kamui, that can mean that Obito either phased through it, in your opinion, or just sucked it in or pulled it in to the Kamui dimension, like off his skin. Alright. And Izanagi is just Izanagi, you know? Bro, the Itachi glazing is crazy. I feel like you just hate Obito because Minato was his sensei. What? What did I do? What did I do, bro? I'm already getting people saying I hate Obito. Like, bro, I don't hate Obito. I just don't think he's that strong. And he isn't. Like, quite literally, he isn't that strong. He just has one really cool jutsu. It's overpowered, and not a lot of people have a counter for it, but still, it's not all that. Daigo Knight might love Sasuke more than Loco. He bases Naruto rewrites off of him. That's crazy. Orange Mask Obito is highly overrated? Yep. Why do you say Kamui is the only win con? Wood style, we see Obito use perfect tools to fight some characters. For Minato, he used chains. Well, he doesn't keep chains when he's in his orange mask, or when he wears his orange mask. And his wood style, when he, before the war arc, and before he gets his Renegon, is entirely unscalable, because he never uses wood release. So it's like, we don't know how strong it is. So he's never been shown to use any like large scale wood release jutsu. He just has like the vines that shoot out of his body. So yeah. Nah, Obito stopped Kisame's blade with his hand. Well, first of all, that was Suigetsu's blade, not Kisame. And that is a good strength feat though. I'll give you that, Moonin. I'll give you that. It is a good strength feat for Obito because like Suigetsu blocked the Raikage's fist but like Obito easily blocked Suigetsu, so it's like a good strength feat for Obito. I'm not denying that. And that is honestly Obito's best speed feat in his orange mask. Like honestly, up until that point in time, like including everything else Obito has done in his life, blocking Suigetsu is unironically his best speed feat. Until the war arc. Obito's wood style is probably even weaker than Yamato's. Yeah. Yep. And in the war he used Uchiha Reflection or something. That was Madara, not Obito. Am I tripping, or would Black Zetsu Obito unironically be considered faster than Jubito because he stabbed Jubi Madara while dying from 2 different sources and fighting control over his body? Hey, you're definitely not tripping, bro. I actually made a video on why DMS Obito would whack the shit out of Madara, Jubidara, and that was one of the reasons which I cited for it, because he kind of outsped Madara. But Yeah. Anyways. Let's see what the Daigo Knight got to say. He has been spitting lately. You know, he's been cooking up some great theories, some great power scaling. Not even gonna lie, whole lot of respect to Daigo Knight. But yeah, let me throw this video in 1.25 speed. And let's see what he got to say. How Obito survived Sasuke's Amaterasu.
When Itachi tapped Sasuke's forehead for the last time just before his
Hey, let me know if like the volume is too loud or too low.
death, he passed on his Amaterasu, implanting the jutsu on Sasuke's eye and programming the Amaterasu to go off whenever Sasuke made eye contact with a masked man's Sharingan, who Itachi thought was Madara Uchiha, but it was actually Obito.
What's up,
This
Whisper?
was one of Itachi's countermeasures to keep Sasuke safe, even after his own death. And the plan almost worked out. When Obito captured Sasuke after the fight against Itachi, he intended on telling Sasuke the truth, or most of the truth about Itachi's life, and he was about to remove his mask and introduce himself. When Sasuke saw his eye, his Sharingan, Sasuke's own eye turned into Itachi's Mangekyo Sharingan pattern and shot an Amaterasu towards the guy. Obito gets hit by the dark flames, he screams, he falls back towards a shadowy corner of the room, and a couple of instants later, the screaming ceases, and Obito steps back into the light, completely unharmed. And this scene is cause for a lot of debate. How did Obito manage to survive a jutsu that once it hits you, it's supposed to be impossible to get rid of? The Amaterasu flames are only extinguished when the target itself is completely destroyed. This condition applies to fire itself. See the fight between Sasuke and Itachi when Itachi used Amaterasu to put away Sasuke's fireball jutsu. And yes, there are several ways that we see in the series that people can survive an Amaterasu shot against you, but Obito is the first person to do it. And the thing is, usually, avoiding Amaterasu is done in 3 particular ways. 1, you can dodge it, just like the Raikage did against Sasuke in the 5 Kage Summits. 2, you block it, just like Naruto did against Sasuke in their final fight, when he used the Kurama cloak to block the Amaterasu so that it wouldn't touch his own skin, and he would be fine because he just discards the Chakra cloak. Or 3, you absorb the jutsu with some sort of ninjutsu absorption technique, most prominently the prayed up.
Hold on. Bro, but he killed half the Uchiha. I mean, like, the Uchiha aren't necessarily that strong. Like, if you're not the top tiers in the Uchiha clan, you're not particularly that impressive. Like, even the Hyuga clan is considered to be, like, a rival to them, and, like, nobody knows shit about them. Like, if you're just a normal, average, casual Uchiha, you're probably not all that strong, especially because it's stated that the Sharingan is very rare among the Uchiha clan. Obviously, the Mangekyo is even rarer, but like not even every Uchiha has a Sharingan, right? So, like, you know, come on now. Loco, look at my previous comment. I gave a perfect explanation about why the whole cave is not burned. When? I don't see that.
Path of the Rinnegan. And Obito didn't do any of those 3 things to survive Amaterasu. The most
Yo, what's up, Ken Rock? He used the Renegon to absorb it. Don't ask me how. He just had it. Trust me. Yeah, man, he had the Renegon under his mask already. Somehow, like Nagato let him borrow this Renegon in this situation just in case something like this would happen. And then he just gave the Renegon back to Nagato afterwards.
obvious answer for him would be to simply activate his Kamui and the flames would phase through his body, hitting the wall behind him. Now, Amaterasu doesn't really have a traveling speed because the flames ignite where the user is looking at. They simply appear. It's not as though you are shooting the Amaterasu from your eye to the target. No, the flames just come into existence there. And then...
Well, you could argue that the chakra has to travel there. Like, the chakra has to, like, accumulate at the point, and that's where the black flames spawn. But, like, the black flames don't actually travel from the eye to the spawn point. They do appear there, but you can make an argument that the chakra has to travel to the spawn point. So it is different, but you could say I'm splitting hairs, but I mean, it's still... You still could make that argument, like, just to be fair.
And if the target manages to dodge Amaterasu, the flames still ignite in that location, and then they travel towards what the user was looking at, like a projectile. We see that most prominently when the Raikage dodged the Amaterasu. The flames simply appear where the Raikage was, but he managed to move away from them faster than Sasuke could activate them, and then the Amaterasu simply traveled backwards and hit a samurai that was standing behind the Raikage. So it is extremely difficult to dodge Amaterasu simply because of this factor. The flames don't really have a traveling speed, so you have to anticipate anticipate what's gonna happen. Something that Obito did in the war arc. When EMS Sasuke launches an Amaterasu against him, he manages to use his staff, the staff he gained when he absorbed the Ten Tails. It's a pretty powerful version of Obito, much more powerful than Orange Mask, but he did something more difficult than simply activating Kamui in that situation because he couldn't use Kamui in the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails state. He twirled his staff and blocked the Amaterasu flames. Now, he was able to predict that because he saw chakra building up around Sasuke's eye and thought, okay...
Whoa. Hold on. So, Daigo Knight says that Obito saw the chakra amassing in his eye, but Obito says, I could tell you were amassing chakra in your left eye. So, at the same time, you could make an argument that Obito used his 6-pass sensory abilities and could sense the chakra that was building up. Like, it's something that only 6-pass Obito can do because of 6-pass Sage Mode and possibly an enhancement to his Sharingan and Renegon. So, you don't have to say that, like, it's unprovable if Obito could actually see the chakra building up in Sasuke's eye without 6-pass Sage Mode or 6-pass Sensory. Now, I would like to get this translated if someone can find me the raw scans so we can see if it says, I could tell you were amassing chakra, or I could see that you were amassing chakra. That would make all the difference, right? But either way, you could just attribute this to the 6-pass boost.
The flames. Now, he was able to predict that because he saw chakra building up around Sasuke's eye and thought, okay, he's gonna shoot an Amaterasu against me. Let me try and block that. And obviously, Jubito was extremely fast and had a great reaction time, so he managed to do so. Orange Mask Obito could in theory see chakra building up on Sasuke's eye as well. He had a Sharingan after all, certainly not as powerful as a Renegon, but it would still be able to see chakra building up. And there was
also, like, even if Obito could see the chakra amassing in Sasuke's eye, he has no reason to suspect that it's Amaterasu. It could just be chakra amassing because he's activating the Mangekyo Sharingan for the first time, or the normal Sharingan activating, or even like a Genjutsu. Like, what if it was Tsukuyomi that Itachi implanted into Sasuke's eyes? Like, it could literally be anything, and it doesn't have to be Amaterasu. That's why people say, well, Obito could tell that this or that or whatever. I was like, there's so many things that could come out of Sasuke's eye. It's literally just unprovable, to be honest. Daigo to spitting? Yeah.
Wasn't just it. Sasuke's eye began to bleed and turn into Itachi's Mangekyo shape. It was very obvious that something was about to happen. Amaterasu is not the most inconspicuous jutsu there is. Like, you literally cry tears of blood before shooting the dark flames. So why doesn't...
I mean, yes, like, Obito sees that it turns into the Mangekyo, and that's when you could say, like, oh shit, let me use Izanagi. Like, let me activate Izanagi right here. But, like, beforehand, like, I'm just saying, like, Obito doesn't really have a way of predicting what's going to come at him, but he still realizes that the fact that Sasuke is awakening the Mangekyo is a threat, because Obito survived, and it looks like these movement lines imply that he's, like, backing up or moving in some type of way, so he realizes something's about to happen to him, but I don't know if we're saying that he knows exactly it's Amaterasu, you know?
Obito simply used Kamui and phased through the flames? Well, there's a theory that Obito let himself get hit by the flames on purpose. He was trying to convince Sasuke about Itachi's truth because he wanted Sasuke to turn bad so that he could exploit Sasuke for his own gain afterwards, and showing what Itachi was willing to do, implanting an extremely powerful jutsu on Sasuke's eye just so that he could keep Obito away from him, is a very effective way to say, I am telling the truth here. Itachi was trying to protect you from the grave. Itachi's actually a good guy, Sasuke. This may sound crazy, but there's the proof. And you may say, oh well, it doesn't really matter how Obito avoids the Amaterasu, because the Amaterasu itself is the proof. But then again, getting hit by the dark flames and surviving them is much more theatrical and impressive than just having the flames phasing through you. Yes, phasing through them is much more optimal, and certainly more effective if Obito was actually fighting against Sasuke, but getting hit by Amaterasu and surviving it is a show of strength as well, and much more impactful for Sasuke that was watching everything unfold and confused.
So, well, let me let him finish talking.
And if Obito saw that he was about to get hit by Amaterasu and chose to be hit by it because he knew he had other ways to defend against it, he would try to take advantage over the situation and do something more interesting than just...
I just realized Obito paints his toenails. Isn't that crazy? Obito has his toenails painted. Think about that.
phasing through the flames. Now, we never get confirmation this is the case, that Obito got hit on purpose, but it does fit, even though Kishimoto tends to explain the actions of characters that had second intentions in the series. Whenever a character does something deceiving that's out of the ordinary, that's trying to fool somebody else, the audience included, Kishimoto tends to explain the situation afterwards. Take Itachi, for example, every single action he took was essentially a lie, and his entire backstory got explained. Now, yes, this is way less important than Itachi's entire character, and explaining it wouldn't really change that much about the story, but if that was Kishimoto's intention, it's likely that he would have explained Obito's actions here and why he wanted to be hit by Amaterasu even though he saw the attack coming. And because it was never explained, the more likely explanation is that Obito was just caught off guard by the Amaterasu and didn't expect that coming from Sasuke. He does seem
Okay, so it sounds like Daigo Knight was just explaining like an equal possibility in that case, but let me explain why Obito wasn't like what he explained is that Obito let himself get hit by the Amaterasu on purpose, so it's like a show of strength. He's like, yeah, Itachi couldn't kill me, Sasuke. But like the reason why this just isn't the case is because he like thinks to himself like, yeah, I'd be fucking dead. If Itachi knew all of my fucking tricks, I'd be fucking dead. So he realizes that Itachi is a threat here, and he's thinking back to how he would have fucking died, right? So that just implies like that is more so whatchamacallit. Like it's not like a display of power like getting hit by the Amaterasu. It's like he's not faking pain. Like he's literally screaming in pain right here. Right here too. So he's surprised as fuck right here. Like this shit is in his head. When he says no way, this surprise is in his head. He doesn't say this out loud. Then he's audibly screaming his lungs out right here. And then whenever he thinks to himself about how he would have fucking died, it was in his head too. So he has no reason to be lying about this. Like, unless you think that Obito is fucking gaslighting himself for whatever reason, like that's why it just makes no sense for this to be like Obito faking this. Like Itachi actually got his ass here, and he would have died if he hadn't used Izanagi. Bro, use raw scans. It says I would be dead right now, not I would be dead. What do you mean use raw scans? Like, do you want me to fucking translate every single fucking page of this chapter? I can do that. I mean, I just need the raws. Obito zesty allegations confirmed. Obito took off the mask and got hit by Amaterasu, but never showed his face. So why would he remove it in the first place? What? Obito knows Itachi did something on Sasuke's eyes. You could literally never prove that. You could never prove that Itachi, like Obito knew what Itachi was doing until after he got hit by the Amaterasu. Like, I would love to see you try to prove that shit. Because you could see the surprise when his, like, look at this. You could see his surprise when it turns into Itachi's Mangekyo, and he recognizes it, and he's like, no way, he's starting to shit his pants here, he's moving backwards based off these movement lines, and like, you know, like, you're never proving that he knew that Itachi did something to his eyes until after it. And then he says Itachi, it looks like Itachi left a post-mortem trap to kill me or whatever.
Pretty impressed by Itachi's actions and even says that if Itachi knew all of his secrets, he would have been dead. And yes, this could also be theatrics trying to get Sasuke on his side and explaining Itachi's actions further, but these statements are never contradicted later, and so it's possible that, yeah, Itachi just caught Obito off guard there with Sasuke's Amaterasu. But this still doesn't answer the question, how did Obito survive the Amaterasu in the first place? We know he has Hashirama cells and can regenerate, but he cannot out-regenerate the damage Amaterasu deals, and also we see that the flames are gone. They vanish. Once Obito emerges from the shadows, he's just fine. There's no fire anymore, there's not even a scorch mark. Which means that Obito did not use Kamui to dodge that attack. And you may say, well, but if he's not hurt at all, if there's not a scorch mark, obviously he used Kamui and phased through the jutsu. But the problem is that he got hit by Amaterasu. The initial burst of fire ignited around his shoulder, and it quickly enveloped his entire body. He stumbled back, we don't see exactly what happens, and when he re-emerges, there's no fire anymore. Because if he had phased through Amaterasu, completely negating the jutsu with Kamui, the flames wouldn't have caught him. They would pass through Obito and hit the wall behind him and do nothing to him essentially, but no.
Yep, and it would engulf the entire place in flames unless you think Obito can Kamui all that shit quick enough before it fucking spreads. And it was already a massive ball of fire on him. And Amaterasu spreads very, very quickly. Like there's this little shit on his shoulder, and then later we see it's all over his back and his I guess that's his leg right there. So it's like I've asked this before, but like correct me if I'm wrong, but Obito has literally never phased through something that's already touching him. I don't remember a single time where Obito's phased through something that's already touching him. Now you might bring up the Konan paper bombs, but I've already explained why though like honestly Konan's paper bombs don't have to be touching Obito in the manga. In the anime, it looks like they're touching him, but in the manga, like it's a weird perspective shot and you can't tell. Like the fucking paper bombs have different movement lines than Obito. And I literally don't remember Obito phasing through something that is already touching him. I don't remember that happening like at all. No, Obito said, "Did you want to record a whole fight to Zetsu? And I want to see every bit of it. Go to Itachi versus Sasuke, bro." Why does that mean that Obito knew ahead of time what Sasuke did to him? Like Itachi poked Sasuke on the forehead, and like, and he realizes right here at the very end he transferred his own ocular powers to you. But that doesn't mean that Obito knew that shit ahead of time. Like you'd never be able to prove that shit. It's a baseless assertion.
Oh, they burn him and he screams, and yes, it may be an act, but the flames were burning him. They were on his body. Some people say that the flames only hit Obito's clothes, and then when he stepped back to the shadows, he used Kamui to phase his real body through them, meaning that his skin was safe and therefore his body wouldn't burn because it didn't take too long for him to get rid of the flames. But if that was the case, then his clothes would be at least a little bit damaged by Amaterasu.
Yep.
I mean, there's nothing indicating that Obito's clothes are extremely powerful against fire or anything like that. And if the strongest fire in the universe hits his clothes, I suppose they should be a little burned at least. Also, if he had used Kamui, the flames wouldn't just disappear. Yes, they go away when the target is completely destroyed, but Obito would quote-unquote disappear from reality. He wouldn't be destroyed. So it's much more likely that once Obito phases through the Kamui dimension, the flames that were wrapping themselves around Obito's body would simply hit the wall behind him, and this doesn't happen. Obito did not have an absorption jutsu like the Pritapeth in that state, so he couldn't simply drain the dark flames and fizzle them out. Some people say that he had the Spiral Zetsu body attached around him, but no, Obito does not have Spiral Zetsu attached to him ever since he fought against
Daigo Knight's cooking. He's cooking right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Daigo Knight is cooking. He's slamming. I'm not even gonna lie. Bro, I already said yes. Amaterasu hits him, but once Obito goes intangible, he goes to the state of nothingness. So Amaterasu vanished. So if Amaterasu vanishes, then it would just follow Obito into the Kami dimension because it's already stuck to him, right? So that's why I'm saying Obito can't phase. I've never seen Obito phase through something that's already touching him. Kimimaro would stomp Hidan. Honestly, I don't know about that. Honestly, I don't know about that because Kabuto says that like Kid Sasuke is a Kimimaro rival, and this is before Sasuke has achieved his Curse Mark 2 state. So I don't know. I don't know. Now I do regularly scale like Curse Mark 2 state Sasuke from the Valley of the End in part 1, like above Kakashi, and Kakashi was having a hard time against Hidan, and this is a stronger version of Kakashi. Kakashi is stated to be stronger in Shippuden. So, like, if Sasuke, I mean, if Kimimaro scales to a weaker version of Sasuke, who's like scaling to like a weaker version of Kakashi than the one that fought Hidan, I don't know if he's beating Hidan, my boy. I don't know. In Torne and Fu versus Obito, he used it. Obito grabbed Fu's hand and he used the intangible ability. Bro, I've been over this. I don't know if it was. Oh shit. I don't know if it was you, bro, but I've been over this on stream before. Hold on, let me find the chapter while
against
this video's
Minato.
playing.
The only times we see him with Spiral Zetsu is when he fights against the Bloody Mist ninjas, and when he meets with Nagato for the first time to introduce himself as quote-unquote Madara Uchiha. He does have Zetsu arms as replacements for his own arms because he lost them, but he doesn't have an armor of Spiral Zetsu surrounding him that could tank the Dark Flames for a while. We do see how Obito gets rid of a jutsu that in fact.
Alright, here it is. Oh shit. Fuck. Where did I put the tab? Alright, here it is. So, this is what he was talking about. In the Fu and Torne fight, like, it looks like Obito is... Yeah, honestly, you don't even know. Like, he could have let go of Fu right here. Whenever Torne threw the kunai at him. Like, that's how I'm saying, like, it's so unclear if Obito can actually phase through things that are already touching him. Like, he phases through the kunai, and he phases through Fu right here. I'm pretty sure this is Fu. But, like, his hand is grabbing his other, like, Fu's hand. Obito's hand is touching Fu's hand. But, like, during this time, this off-panel shit, like, he could have just removed his hand so he could phase properly. So, like, literally, it's unprovable once again. That's what I'm saying.
Affects you forever and doesn't let up until you're completely destroyed. When he was fighting against Fu and Torune and he touched Torune's arm and his arm got infected by those nanobugs. If you think about it, it's kind of like Amaterasu. They're gonna keep on destroying you until you're destroyed. And his solution for that was to literally cut his arm off. I mean, it was a white Zetsu arm.
Off,
yeah, his arms are replacements, but he still cut off his arm. Exactly how the Raikage dealt with being burned by Amaterasu in one of his arms. He just chopped it off. But clearly that's not what he does here, because first of all, the Amaterasu pretty much engulfs his entire body, and second of all, when he steps from the shadows, his entire body is fine. He is unharmed. There's no limbs missing, which only leads us to one final explanation as to how Obito did it. Izanagi, one of the strongest genjutsus in the series, a genjutsu that's cast on the user itself and shapes reality around him, changing it, allowing the caster to literally be immortal for a certain amount of time. Now, the first time we're formally introduced to Izanagi is in the fight between Sasuke and Danzo, but Obito surviving the Amaterasu here is pretty clever foreshadowing. We know from the Obito versus Conan fight that Obito has a spare Sharingan on his left eye, not his original one, obviously, because that's with Kakashi, but a Sharingan from a random Uchiha that probably died in the Uchiha massacre. It's on his socket, and it makes perfect sense for him to have that spare eye to use Izanagi just in case, you know? It was pretty useful against Conan in that ocean of paper bombs. It literally won him the fight, which he was supposed to die on, and in here, it wasn't that effective because maybe he could have just dodged Amaterasu with Kamui, as I mentioned before, but if Obito was caught off guard, then Izanagi here and his spare Sharingan saved his life. The problem with Izanagi is that once you get hit by something, if you haven't used the jutsu yet, you are gonna take that damage. So Obito had to activate the jutsu before the Dark Flames hit him. A good example of that is when Sasuke is fighting against Danzo, and Danzo deactivated his Izanagi because he thought he had won the fight by paralyzing Sasuke, but Sasuke uses his Susanoo and aims a Susanoo arrow at Danzo. He doesn't have enough time to weave hand signs to reactivate Izanagi, so he has to sprout out that tree from his arm and deflect the Susanoo arrow, otherwise he would have died. If the arrow hit Danzo, he would have been severely damaged, if not killed outright, but even if he survived and used Izanagi afterwards, he would still be hurt, because the damage happened before Izanagi was activated. We see the exact same phenomenon in the fight between Obito and Conan. He activates Izanagi when he falls towards the ocean of paper bombs, and then he returns and kills Conan because she didn't expect that. However, before Obito had activated Izanagi, Conan managed to blow one of his arms off. No news here because Obito loses so many arms during the series, but regardless, when Obito comes back,
yeah, so like Obito, whenever Obito got like, he had his arm blown off before he used Izanagi, so that's why his arm didn't return, right? So it can only undo the damage whenever, up until the point where the jutsu is activated, basically. So right here, whenever Obito realized that like something fishy is going on, he sees fucking Itachi's Wangekyo. This is when he could have activated Izanagi. Like, this would be the most likely time. Like, he literally realizes something's going on. And I see no reason, like, this right here is probably when it happened. So, yeah. And that's why no damage was, like, given to Obito. Like, his clothes are returned back to normal. There's no burn marks on his shoulder or anything like that. So, yeah, the whole Izanagi shit is a lot more consistent. It's way more consistent.
Survived by Izanagi, even though the paper ocean exploded for 10 minutes straight, he didn't have that arm back. It was exploded before he activated Izanagi, which makes things a little bit more complicated here if we're going with a narrative that Obito was caught off guard. Because if he was, then activating Izanagi wouldn't have completely negated the damage because it would have been done after the flames hit Obito. Also, we do not see Obito weaving hand signs for Izanagi. We know Danzo had to do so, but in the fight against Konan, it's pretty much implied he didn't have to weave hand signs for Izanagi, perhaps because he's more experienced with the jutsu than Danzo.
Yeah, so like Obito's a full-blooded Uchiha with Hashirama cells. Presumably, he has a bunch of Sharingans in his laboratory, so he's probably skilled at using Izanagi. This probably isn't the first time he's used it. So like, maybe Danzo has to use a bunch of extra hand signs, while Obito doesn't need to do all that.
Even though I kinda doubt it because Danzo had 10 Sharingan on his arm, but Obito was also a more powerful ninja with a true Uchiha KK Genkai. So we can assume he could activate Izanagi with that.
Also, like, Mamoru was like fucking dead whenever he activated Izanagi, so like, you probably don't need hand signs if you're like a real Uchiha.
Without weaving signs. Then again, Madara kind of breaks every single rule with
Yup, exactly.
Izanagi because he activated his Izanagi after he was dead in the fight against Hashirama, so maybe Obito's Izanagi is more powerful than Danzo's. I mean, it certainly is, because one single Sharingan eye bought Obito more than 10 minutes worth of immortality, while Danzo's eyes bought him just 1 minute each, because the paper ocean from Conan lasted for 10 minutes, so we know that's the bare minimum he would have to do to survive that thing. And he only had one spare eye. He certainly didn't go blind with his Kamui Mangekyo, meaning that because he was a true Uchiha, he probably has a much better version of Izanagi, and therefore
straight fucking facts, bro.
he was able to use that to impress Sasuke, taking the dark flames in the face and just stepping back into the room completely unharmed. Do you think he faked being hit by the Amaterasu when he could have just used Kamui instead? Or was he caught off guard? Also, how do you think he survived Amaterasu? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe.
Another goated video from Daigo. This is why we call him the Daigo tonight. Holy man, that was great, bro. That was great. I enjoyed that video. Hold on, let me rewind that shit. Daigo Knight is once again cooking, spitting facts. What can I say, bro? Daigo Knight is a goat. Oh man. See, Loco, that's why I think Izanagi is a good win con against Itachi. If he succumbs to the flames, he could use Izanagi to appear behind Itachi and stab him in the heart. Well, like, why can't Itachi just use his own Izanagi to get out of it? Like, that's why it doesn't really matter. Because, like, realistically, Obito can only use Izanagi once before he has to sacrifice his Kamui Eye, which is his only... The Kamui Eye contains his only win con, right? So that's why it's not that big of a deal. Wait, in what moment did he activate Izanagi against Conan? It's not shown specifically. He just like breaks off part of his mask. Hold on. Wow, I was kind of off there. Yeah, look, so what he does here is there's his mask, and then he just like breaks his mask a little bit, goes crack or whatever, and then you don't see what happens after that. So in the anime, it shows him like using his Sharingan as soon as he cracks part of his mask, but in the manga that doesn't happen. His Mangekyo is off. That's how we know it's not Kamui. Actually, that's... You might be right, bro. You might be right, actually. Oh, man. Nah, Obito has Amaterasu and Blaze release and made it look like he got hit to troll. Obito, more like Ho. What's up, Ashley? Yo, Loco, Kendrick or Drake? I mean, I don't listen to either one of them, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I know some Drake songs and I know some Kendrick songs. But like, in terms of who's winning the beef, I don't know, bro. I listened to the diss tracks not too long ago because I saw it going viral and I listened to that shit. And I think Drake's were more like catchy overall, but like Kendrick's flow and the lyrics just cooked the fuck up out of Drake. You know, Drake's like a singer. That's why his shit was more catchy, right? I would bump the Drake diss tracks. I would bump them shits, but like I probably wouldn't listen to Kendrick's like constantly. But they were like just better in the terms of in terms of the shit he was saying, bro. He just cooked Drake and all of his ghostwriters. Why didn't he use Kamui instead of Izanagi when he realized? Well, that's why I'm saying that like he probably can't phase through it, because I'm pretty sure I'm almost 100% sure that Obito has never phased through an attack that's already touching him. So he would have to, if he can't phase through it, then he has to suck it into the Kamui dimension. So he can, there's only two things he can do with Kamui. He can either phase through it, which he probably can't do since we've never seen him do it before. He always has to rely on something else, some other way to get out of it. Or he has to pull it into the Kamui dimension, and if he just pulls it into the Kamui dimension, then his clothes are going to be burned. And obviously his clothes aren't burned. So that's why it's more likely that he used Izanagi. Remember Jiraiya versus Itachi. Facts. I'm gonna do that right now. Bro, just read the data book off both Amaterasu and Kamui. I have read the data book, and it doesn't say what you think it does. So, currently it's disputed. So the data book, well, the data book does kind of say what you think it does. So it says the bit about Obito surviving Amaterasu, but in a completely different sentence, in a completely different paragraph, it mentions Obito's ability to slip through space. So you could just say that that databook statement is unrelated to Itachi or Obito surviving Itachi's Amaterasu trap. Like, it literally doesn't have to imply what you think it does. So the databook shit is useless in this argument. He doesn't need the MS on to use Kamui. We see that in the Konan fight and in the manga, and also like 100 times in the anime. Yeah, I just don't remember if it's like that in the manga. Like in the anime, like he uses Kamui with just the base Sharingan active like all the time. I don't know either of them, but Drake is fruity AF. He's a pop star? Yeah. Saw someone say it could have been a shadow clone or a wood clone. What the hell? Do you think Heavy Sasuke is stronger than 13-year-old Obito who fought Minato? So 16-year-old Sasuke versus first episode of Shippuden. I don't know, bro. That's not Heavy Sasuke. That's like beginning of Shippuden Sasuke. Like before he absorbed Orochimaru. And honestly, either way, like Sasuke doesn't really have any counters to Kamui at that point. Like I'd say that he's faster than Obito. He is faster than Obito, I'll say that. So Sasuke would be faster than that 13 or 14-year-old version of Obito. But he just doesn't have like any good counter to Kamui. That's the only problem. He still could have sucked into flames with Kamui, but I just think he didn't want to reveal his MS to Sasuke. But if he sucked into flames, then his clothes would have been visibly burned. That's the only problem. Daily reminder that Konan needs to buy paper bombs. Holy shit. I feel like it's easier to prove Izanagi, but I like Kamui better, so let's agree that he used that instead. What the hell, bro? It does. Don't read the side part. Once Obito used Kamui, he goes to the state of nothingness. You know what? Amaterasu can't burn nothing. That is... Brother. I'm saying that you cannot demonstrate that Obito can phase through attacks that are already touching him. And the data book does not prove your points. Hold on. Let me find that shit. Someone DM me the translation. There it is. Okay. I found it. So here are the kanji, the raw kanji, and this is the databook page. So I don't know if you can see like my mouse pointer. It's right here. All right, so try to follow it on screen. So in this bottom part of this first paragraph, it talks about Obito surviving Amaterasu unscathed. And in the top of this second paragraph, it talks about how puzzling his abilities are, and it talks about the mystery of his power to transcend space and time. However, the actual English databook statement says he has the power to deflect all offensive attacks. His body is unscathed due to Itachi's Amaterasu and vanished through the air as though transcending into space. So in this is why I'm saying it's a mistranslation. It mushes these sentences into one, when in the original Japanese version, there are two completely different sentences in two completely different paragraphs. So they don't have to be referring to one another. They do not have to be referencing one another in any type of way. So it's equally likely to be the case. And second of all, the data book in this case, when it comes to Obito, it doesn't know what the fuck it's talking about. It talks about the mystery of its power, that no one knows the extent of Madara's powers, and it's puzzled about why Madara is alive. Like, the data book doesn't even know what the fuck it's talking about, which means it's not a credible source when it comes to this, which means that you can't claim that it's actually speaking facts here. So, first of all, it's just as likely to be a mistranslation in the first place, and even if it isn't, the data book's credibility is still called into question, which means that this statement is basically null and void. It does not matter. So yeah, don't bring that up. Fuck. Bro, if I say any example, you can't approve that? Of course, because you're on the affirmative and it's my job to fucking debunk that. So if you give me an example that you can argue better that Obito actually phased through something that was already touching him, then you would have won that point. But I'm saying that that's literally never happened, as far as I remember. You skipped my comment. I said if Obito uses Izanagi before he dies, he could just wait 10 minutes and then stab Itachi before Itachi could use Izanagi, because you have to use it before any fatal injury. So, are you saying that like Itachi would kill Obito, and then like Itachi would like go about his day and doing whatever the fuck he needs to do, and then Obito just comes back 10 minutes later and tries to fucking kill him? I mean, I don't see why Itachi wouldn't be able to, like, I don't want to say sense Obito coming, because he can't sense, you know, but like I don't see why like he wouldn't be able to react to Obito, like, you know. Might call Starship and Sasuke Rogue Ninja Sasuke. That's valid. All my Uchigas hate Viz. Yeah, Viz is kind of ass when it comes to translations. I agree that Obito used Izanagi. I was just confused about how some things work, but it definitely makes more sense that he used it. Yeah. It's like the most likely interpretation. Itachi sensed Orochimaru, lol? I mean, yeah. I wonder if Itachi... No, Itachi's not a sensory type, never mind. I was about to say something stupid. But anyways, let's check out this NC Hammer short. Hold on. Let me get it up right now. There it is. Where is it? I think it's this one.
Faced each other.
Yeah, see, I already left a dislike on this shit because it was pretty bad. Well, let's see what NC Hammer got to say.
Both of us would be killed. A rather unappealing outcome.
Itachi was being serious. Jiraiya would have killed them both. See, that clip I just showed you right there is Itachi talking about Jiraiya to Kisame, saying that if we both fought him, we'd both die, and that's not great. Now, that's incredibly polarizing in the Naruto community, because if there's two characters that the Naruto community loves, it's Itachi and Jiraiya. Now, there's two ways to look at this moment. Either Itachi was lying to Kisame, as he wanted Kisame to stay away from Naruto and Jiraiya because he was acting as a spy in the Akatsuki, or he meant that shit. Let me tell you right now. He meant that shit. First off, I stand by the theory that at this point, Kishimoto didn't even know he wanted Itachi to be a spy. Secondly, this man literally went to the Hidden Rain, fought against Nagato and Konan in their home turf, and almost won. Now mind you, they knew exactly what his moveset was. He didn't know there. He beat down Konan in 4 out of the 6 paths of pain by himself. And before you go, oh Nick, it's just Konan, she killed Obito. He cheated. Plot needed him alive. Didn't need her alive. Itachi and Kisame do not win that 2v2.
Faced each other.
Alright, so you've watched the short, you've seen what he says. Alright, I wanted to let you guys watch the short so you could see it for yourself without me interrupting. Now, we're gonna go over it again with my inputs.
Both of us would be killed. A rather unappealing outcome.
Itachi was being serious. Jiraiya would have killed them both. See, that clip I just showed you right there is Itachi talking about Jiraiya to Kisame, saying that if we both fought him, we'd both die, and that's not great. Now, that's incredibly polarizing in the Naruto community, because if there's 2 characters that the Naruto community loves, it's Itachi and Jiraiya. Now, there's 2 ways to look at this moment. Either Itachi was lying to Kisame, as he wanted Kisame to stay away from Naruto and Jiraiya because he was acting as a spy in the Akatsuki, or he meant that shit. Let me tell you right now. He meant that shit. First off, I stand by the theory that at this point, Kishimoto didn't even know he wanted Itachi to be a spy.
Alright, so you can never prove that. You'd literally never be able to prove Kishimoto's intentions when it comes to Itachi being a spy. So this is literally a baseless assertion on your part that you can never prove. So that statement of saying I am a believer of Kishimoto saying that he didn't know what he wanted to do with Itachi at this point in time. Like, that is a big nothing burger. You'd never be able to prove that Kishimoto didn't have a plan for Itachi at this point in time. So it's just as equally possible to be true within the context of the series. And we know that Itachi was a spy. So yeah. And even if Kishimoto did make a statement saying like, yeah, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing with Itachi. Like, in his own story, he still wrote Itachi to be a spy for the Hidden Leaf Village, supporting the Hidden Leaf Village, so it literally doesn't make a difference. So once again, this point means absolutely nothing because you cannot prove Kishimoto's intentions. Next.
Secondly, this man literally went to the Hidden Rain, fought against Nagato and Konan in their home turf, and almost won.
No he didn't. No he didn't. So let me pull up the statement. So whenever people want to like wank Jiraiya, all I gotta do is just bring up one single statement. Just one, bro. Just one. By the way, I was 1 chapter off from hitting the right chapter. I went to 377, it's 378, bro. I was so close. Anyways, I'm sure you guys can see this on your screen right now. This is 3 paths of pain. The human path, the animal path, and the Preta path. Not necessarily the strongest ones. I think the Preta path is pretty strong. But the other 2 ain't all that. Shoot, under these circumstances where my ninjutsu are being nullified, to face all 3 at once is a bit much. At this rate, if I enter battle, even in Sage mode, I will be killed. I'd never imagined he would be this strong. Keep in mind, he has not faced the Diva path, the Asura path with the crazy fucking missiles and lasers, or the reviving pain, the Naraka path that can bring them back to life. So he is admitting inferiority to 3 paths of pain. And while of course you're gonna say, oh, he beat them though, he killed them. His literal strategy was to run away. Look, hold on. I went too far. Look at what he does. We need to skedaddle, Jiraiya boy. Yes sir. He throws a smoke bomb and they say he's escaped into the pipes. So he literally ran away to perform Frog Song, which is an instant win-con genjutsu, because he could not stand up to pain, to just 3 paths of pain, and not even the strongest paths. So Jiraiya is not going blow for blow with pain. He didn't almost beat pain. I don't care what you say, he would not have won. He admits inferiority to 3 of the paths. It's not happening. Oh, alright bro. Like, if y'all think I'm hating on Jiraiya, I'm most certainly not. It's just, realistically, he's not doing shit. And I don't even know why NC Hammer brought up Konan like she's not bottom 3 Akatsuki members. Like Jiraiya beating Konan isn't a big deal. It's like Konan has no feats, no lore to actually put her above Kisame, because at the end of the short, I'm not sure if you guys caught it, but NC Hammer said that Jiraiya would beat both Itachi and Kisame, not just Itachi by himself. And the title of this is Itachi and Kisame versus Jiraiya, so he's including Kisame. Just take that in. All right, let's let that finish. So first of all, Jiraiya was not almost beating Pain. He didn't almost win. He admits inferiority to the three of them and catches them with an instant win-con sneak attack kind of shit after he ran away from them. He's not beating them in a straight-up fight. It's not happening, bro.
Now, mind you, they knew exactly what his moveset was. He didn't know there. He beat down Konan in 4 out of the 6 paths of pain by himself.
Well, to be fair, he took in the animal path and killed him a second time. So he kind of like off-guarded the animal path and pulled him into the frog dimension shit. So yeah. Oops, that's Daigo Knight's video. Let me get rid of that tab.
And before you go, oh, Nick, it's just Konan. She killed Obito. He cheated. Plot need.
So she killed Obito with like 20 years of prep time? What kind of retarded ass bullshit is this? Another nothing burger of a claim. Like, her killing Obito doesn't mean shit when you actually have the balls to add context to it. Right? So if you're just throwing out statements, I can say fucking... what? I'm trying to think of something fucking retarded to say. Damn, it's just not in my nature to be as retarded as NC Hammer, I'm not even gonna lie. But anyways, it's so disingenuous to say like Konan beat Obito or killed him at all. Like, she had 20 years of prep time, she knew all of his abilities, and she lured him there specifically so she could kill him. So it's like she had home turf advantage and decades of prep time. Like, this is another nothing burger of a statement.
Needed him alive. Didn't need her alive. Itachi and Kisame do not win that 2v2.
Peace.
Alright, so anyways, back to my own arguments. I've shown this on stream so many times. Quite a few times, actually. So, oh my god, where is it? This all would not have been necessary if we had been able to rope in Itachi Uchiha from the very beginning, but that dream has died because he is stronger than I am. This is Orochimaru saying that Itachi is stronger than he is. Of course, all of the Sannin are stated and shown to be relative multiple times. And Orochimaru is getting pissed off because Itachi bitched him into submission. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, bro? Like, there's just no possible way for you to say Itachi would lose to Jiraiya. It's just not happening. When someone like Orochimaru just admits, just entire inferiority to him, he's stronger than I. How do you interpret this any differently? Come on now. Like, let's be honest here. So yeah, this whole argument is a non-factor. Itachi would not lose to Jiraiya. NC Hammer's only proof and his only arguments come from one single statement that literally it has to be that Itachi is lying because he cannot be weaker than Jiraiya. Just based off Orochimaru's own admission, he cannot be weaker than Jiraiya. He cannot be weaker than the Sannin tier of strength. He has to be above them, 100%. Itachi must always be above the Sannin tier because he's stronger than Orochimaru, who is relative to Jiraiya. Yep. That's all, folks. NC Capper is the worst power scaler I've ever seen. I'm including the retards that I've had debates with in comment sections. Holy shit. Jiraiya had Naruto with him, so it's a 3v1, because Naruto would turn into the Four Tails and hit Jiraiya again, not in the cards for him. NC is so disingenuous, it's actually disgusting. He has to be doing this shit on purpose. There's just no way he's this dumb. Oh my god. I'll be asking if Jiraiya versus Itachi is a topic. That's silly. Demonic illusion shackling stakes is better than the Tosca blade. Jiraiya can't even fight Itachi hand to hand. The Anbu captain at 13. Oh my god. Yeah, Itachi would just fucking slam him. Like, easily. NC is so aggressively casual. Yeah. Oh my god. When has Itachi lied to us? I believe him. Jiraiya wins. Oh my god. Yeah, when has Itachi ever lied, bruh? Don't forget about Kisame. I didn't even have to mention Kisame. Like, Kisame himself is like whooping the fucking Sani. Like, it just... including Kisame is overkill. Like, Itachi doesn't even need it. Loco, he's talking about his armless self, for real. Fucking dumbass Monoishi made that argument. He was like, nah, bro. Like, Orochimaru is only talking about whenever he doesn't have his arms, whenever he's sick or whatever. I was like, bro, that's so retarded. He's literally reminiscing to how Itachi beat him all those years ago. He literally says that shit. And thinks about how Itachi was stronger than him back then and even now. So, yeah. It's funny as hell. What's up, Kenji? Just got here, but Itachi beats Orange Mask Obito. Based. It's a goated take. Kisame collapsed the Sannin, honestly. Yep. Itachi is faster? 100%. 110%. Itachi literally made Orochimaru armless. He did cut off his hand. Yeah. It's been a fun stream. I just wanted to come on here, you know, like kind of make fun of Obito for dying to Amaterasu and having to use Izanagi to get out of it. It was a whole lot of fun. I think I might head out now, though. You know, I'm gonna be enjoying my summer break. For those of you that weren't here at the beginning, I finally finished all of my classes. I took my last final exam today. So I do plan on streaming more often. So look forward to at least one more stream this weekend and probably a video out too if I get around to it. Yeah, I am pretty happy to be done with all of my exams. I did have a fun time with y'all, but I actually haven't had dinner yet. Steven was talking about tacos like the whole stream, and a couple people mentioned Taco Bell, so you know, I might have to just succumb to my Mexican tendencies and grab me some tacos. You know. Bro, stop hating on Obito. Amaterasu is OP except for when Sasuke uses it. What the hell? Why is it not OP when Sasuke uses it? That's weird. Hey, $5 from Whisper. Appreciate that, my man. What does TC mean? Am I tweaking? Perfect. I appreciate that, Whisper. I'm not sure what TC means. I'm finna crash out on my Algebra 2 teacher. Holy shit. What are you, like a junior in high school, I think? I was always ahead. I think I took that as like a freshman or sophomore, but Algebra 2 was like tough at the time. I do remember that. My teacher had like an accent, so yeah. I keep forgetting how young Loco is. Not that young. What the hell? I am a youngin' though, you know. I'm not an old head. I'm not pushing 30 like a bunch of these people out here. Loco, you should watch Billy Zakatsuki versus Jiraiya video or Pain versus Hokage. Billy's takes are just ass in general. Sparky, I know that you said that shit yourself, but like a bunch of other people have been telling me that Billy's videos are just straight fucking ass. Loco, I think Seth and Noodles definitely share our visions of scaling. Exactly, except for maybe Kakuzu. I bet I could convince Seth that Heavy Sasuke solo shipping it. Bro is actually so dumb he doesn't realize that arguing that Itachi was retcon helps our argument that Itachi is stronger, if anything, not his. Yeah. NC was arguing like that Kishimoto retconned Itachi into being like a spy. But that would also mean that he retconned his power into being fucking stronger than the Sannin. But even then, like in part 1, Orochimaru says that he's weaker than Itachi is. And in part 1, Itachi also makes that statement, right? So Itachi has to be lying. That's literally the only thing that can be true. Is 26 years old? I'm not fucking 26 years old. What the hell? Oh, it's 26. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean it like that, Morgan. I didn't mean it like that. That you're definitely young, bro. Stay young, bro. Chotomate, how old are you, loco? At least 12. Had some tacos, queso, frijoles, and churros yesterday. Fuego? Oh my god, bro, you're making me hungry. Shit, I might just have to hit up the taco truck. Billy's takes are not ass. Fuck out of here. Someone was telling me Billy thinks that like fucking base Jiraiya is like soloing like a bunch of the Akatsuki. I got my exams next week. Hey, good luck, bro. Good luck. Orochimaru lies. He's a snake. He's stronger. Itachi would never, though. Jiraiya slams. Yeah, fucking Orochimaru is just lying to Kabuto. Like, Kabuto has no reason to... It also makes sense because Orochimaru would just try to get Itachi's body if he could. Yeah, bro. Like, y'all are keeping me here for too long, bro. But, yeah. Sasuke literally says that he had to try to corrupt the baby of the Uchiha clan, like being himself, because he couldn't go for the actual strongest member of the Uchiha clan, which is Itachi. He's like, yeah, you lost to Itachi, so you just had to go to the baby brother. And even Sasuke realized that shit. It's funny as hell. KFC or McDonald's? Honestly, I'm picking McDonald's. KFC goes hard though. Alright, I had a fun time. If you have any suggestions for videos that we should react to next time, feel free to comment them down below once the stream ends, and I will be sure to check them out. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Today is kind of a short stream than normal. I think Lightning Snow is streaming in about 30 minutes, so if you guys want to go check out his stream, feel free to support my boy. But yeah. Just remember, Obito is kind of ass. He did have to, he literally died to Amaterasu. Kind of dog shit if we're being totally honest. And of course, Heavy Sasuke sold us the verse. Have a good day. Thank you for your time. I'm gonna catch y'all later.